Hi, hi.
Hello. So, I made a mistake of going to Leeway. I forgot that I opened already Yolan's story quest. So, here we are.
Traveler, Paimon, it's been a long time.
Oh, hey, Hoishin. Long time no see. Fancy meeting you here. How's work these days?
Thanks to the help of people like you and colleagues like Ganyu, better all the time. But I've been feeling distracted at work lately. I just feel constantly agitated. It's a long story. But my father, he's thinking of stepping down from the Tianshu position due to health issues.
Oh.
Huh? What's wrong with Uncle Tian?
Nothing specifically. He's not unwell. He says he's just increasingly low on energy these days.
Hello? Wait.
He's always
No, no.
said, old age comes for us all in the end. Still, I just can't help but feel a little emotional watching it happen to him. Anyway, my father's currently on the second floor of Yangsheng Tea House. Why don't you come pay him a visit with me? He seems very fond of you, too. I'm sure chatting with you will make him very happy.
Sure, let's go.
Okay. Okay. Calculated Gambit. Where? Wait, this isn't my team. This is not my team. I mean, Klee's here, but this is not my team. This is my team. Quee. Quee with her tiny legs.
Uncle Tian, we're here to chat with you.
Oh? What a lovely surprise. Welcome. Hoishi, why don't you go downstairs and get the shopkeeper to make us a fresh pot of tea? I heard that you've been traveling all over the place recently. I would very much like to hear your adventure stories.
We're more concerned about your health, Uncle Tian.
Hoishin told you, didn't she? Don't worry. I'm quite all right. It's just the years gradually catching up with me. As I grow older, I'm starting to find that with many things, though the mind is willing, the flesh is weak. Especially recently, I've noticed a rather drastic drop in my energy levels. I am still very much in good standing as the Tianshu today. Nevertheless, I wish to pass on the position before my mental acuity begins to decline beyond redemption.
How difficult is it to transfer the Tianshu position?
Oh, well, you see, the Tianshu is a rather unique position among the Liu Qixing. Historically speaking, the Tianshu rarely appears in public. We stay behind the scenes, planning and giving advice, so a public selection process would not be suitable. We also want to keep any prospective Tianshu candidates free from influence by outside forces, so we tend to be as discreet as possible in their assessment and appointment. For these reasons, the incumbent Tianshu typically recommends their candidate of choice, and this is then approved by the other Qixing members.
So in other words, you pick someone, and then Lady Keqing, Lady Ningguang, and the other Qixing appoint them?
Correct. Unfortunately, due to my health, I won't be able to assess every candidate myself. Not to despair, however, because I found
Why
someone
is your beard
exceptionally
detached?
capable to act on my behalf
Yalan.
as assessment officer.
Mommy.
In fact, I believe you recently became acquainted with her yourself.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh? Who is it?
I'm heartbroken just to forget all about me.
It's Yuan!
Jackpot. Uncle Tian here asked me to assess 3 candidates for him. Fancy joining me? You'll be among the first to get to know the next Tianshu. Might be a good opportunity for you.
I see.
What do you think?
I'm not really interested. It's a good opportunity.
I think so too. It can't be a bad thing to be on good terms with a new Qixing, right?
True, true.
All right then. Though, I gotta say, Uncle Tian, you say you're into behind-the-scenes planning? My work's of the covert variety too. Don't you think I might make a good Tianshu?
Hmm.
Yelan, you want to be the next Tianshu?
I'm not opposed to the idea, but I suspect Ningguang wouldn't let you go very easily after how long you've been working together. So, how
True.
about this? If your investigation reveals that none of the other candidates are qualified for the position, I'll recommend you for the job.
Oh.
Deal. Well, you guys take your time. Everything's all set for the assessments to go ahead. Meet me on the first floor when you're ready. Until then, have a pleasant conversation. Oh, and no need to pay for your tea. As the new owner of this fine establishment, this runs on the house.
Oh. Wow. After telling Uncle Tian about the recent adventures, you return to the entrance of the tea house.
You're all set?
Yes, mommy. What? Oh, hi, Yenli. Did you hear all
Uncle
that?
Tian seems really
How are you?
worn down. It's like all his energy's gone.
Yeah, it may sound harsh, but Uncle Tian is past his prime. He's not cut out for this anymore. So he's recommended 3 candidates. Their names are Qinwei, Mingbo, and Zhi. Qinwei is a wealthy entrepreneur. Mingbo works at the
I'm
Liyue
glad
Ministry
the
of Civil
voice
Affairs,
actress is
and
pronouncing
Zhi is focused on study
names
and
right.
travel.
How about you? I'm good. Thank you for asking.
Try to keep all that
How's
in
your
mind.
vacation so far?
Of course, it doesn't really matter if you forget, since we'll be assessing them at
I'm
Yuehai
fine.
Pavilion in a
Okay.
short while.
Qianwei, Mingbo, Zhi. Paimon should be able to remember their names, but what does the assessment involve exactly?
Let's leave that until we get to Yuehai Pavilion. All right. Heads in the game, people. The stakes don't get much higher than a change in the Qixing. We can't afford to miss anything, no matter...
Oh, great. Lovely. Thank you. Jesus, English failed me. That's okay. As an English teacher, I always say, like, it's okay. You know, mistakes happen. You can try again next time. That's what usually happens. Oh no, do I have to go through this again? I think I do. We reached this part.
You're all set?
Please don't disconnect me.
Uncle Tian
If you love
seems
me,
really
please
worn
don't disconnect
down.
me.
It's
If you
like
don't
all
love
his
me, please
energy's
don't
gone.
disconnect me. I'm
Yeah,
begging you.
It may sound harsh, but Uncle Tian is past his prime. He's not cut out for this anymore. So he's recommended 3 candidates. Their names are Qinwei, Mingbo, and Zhi. Qinwei is a wealthy
Oh,
entrepreneur.
by the way, I made
Mingbo
new
works at the Liyue
redeems.
Ministry of
If you
Civil
guys want to
Affairs,
check them
and
out.
Zhi is focused on study and travel.
I'm gonna add some more once I'm done with the art for it.
Try to keep all that in mind. Of course, it doesn't really matter if you forget, since we'll be assessing them at Yuehai Pavilion in a short while.
Qianwei, Mingbo, Zhi. Paimon should be able to remember their names, but what does the assessment involve exactly?
Let's leave that until we get to Yuehai Pavilion. All right. Heads in the game, people. The stakes don't get much higher than a change in the Qixing. We can't afford to miss anything, no matter how small.
Got it. We'll keep our eyes wide open.
Oh, Yanli. Yanli, the first thing you redeemed was an ooh. Okay. Ooh? Where am I going? Where? Oh, up there. Alright. I can't walk that far. I don't have a big enough room to show my full
My
split.
legs are getting sore. What is wrong with this assessment officer? This is a huge occasion and I don't even get a chair. I've dealt with all kinds of people in my time, but never have I been made to stand while I'm waiting for an appointment.
Oh, I mean, I think it's fine.
That's called being complacent. If you're happy to just accept the way things are, you'll never be able to change anything in the future.
Oh, come
I
on.
mean, you're right, sir,
That's
but
just...
why do you have to sound like a little
Now
bitch?
you're just being unreasonable.
All right, you two. Let's not get into a big argument over this. It's not worth it.
I like the middle one. He's reasonable.
Qianwei, that was a bit uncalled for. And Mingbo, cut him some slack. We've all been standing around for a while. It's natural to be getting irritable. Look, how about this? There's no rule saying we're obliged to stand up while we wait, so why don't we borrow some chairs from the guild nearby?
Fine. They're not the best quality chairs, to be sure. But under the circumstances, it would be better than nothing.
Why do you care about the chair quality, sir? You enter the assessment venue with Yelan.
It looks like all 3 candidates have arrived.
Oh, it was those 3.
Mm-hmm. We'll meet them formally soon. Before that, let me run you through the assessment process. I've split it into 2 stages. Current affairs and planning, and face-to-face interview. In the first stage, candidates are required to submit a manifesto for Liyue's development. In the second stage, we will ask them some questions in person. Writing a manifesto takes time, so I informed them of this requirement in advance. These are the reports they submitted.
Wow. One of them is really thick.
It's also worth mentioning a stipulation I gave them. Whoever is appointed as the new Tianshu will be expected to implement their plan as put forward in their manifesto. Failing the occurrence of some cataclysmic event, they will not be permitted to change their plan. Therefore, these 3 piles of documents in front of us represent where each candidate stands on key policy issues. There's still some time. Have a skim through, get a first impression of what each person's proposing.
Okay.
I'll be waiting off to the side. Just let me know when you're done.
Okay. My god, is this gonna be another Ayato quest? I'm gonna be so mad. Right. Ningbo. Ningbo's manifesto covers domestic affairs quite comprehensively, focusing on the people's livelihoods. The core principle seems to be the greater good means a world that works for everyone. Oh. So far, so good. Z's manifesto covers domestic affairs, foreign affairs, and the check balances, all in great detail. The focus seems to be problem solving. It provides concise and clear-cut solutions to various problems. It's so thick that you only have time to skim through it roughly. Okay, okay. Xianwei's manifesto addresses many commercial issues and provides some very penetrating analysis. His views seem to be regulations and incentives that are both indispensable. I see, I see. Does it matter who we choose?
Finished, huh? What did you think?
Everyone took it very seriously.
Of course they did. They have the chance to be picked as the new Tianshu, so you can bet they're putting their best foot forward. And keep in mind, whoever gets in has to execute their plan as written. Nobody wants to have any regrets.
What do you think, Yelan?
That's for me to know and you to find out. We can talk more after the interviews.
My God,
We'll see the candidates now.
Yelan's
Let's
so
do one at
pretty
a time.
and
Start
so
with
sexy.
Chenwei.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, so you two are the assessment officers, are you? I had assumed that given the great import of this situation, Lady Ningguang would perhaps be assessing us in person. I certainly hadn't imagined I'd be seeing two entirely unfamiliar faces.
You are a rude
I trust
person,
you've read through
sir.
my manifesto? I'd be more than happy to clarify any details you found difficult to grasp. It was written with an expert audience in mind, after all.
Mind your tone, mister.
Relax. It wasn't intended as a personal slight against anyone in particular. I was simply stating a fact.
Did you learn them from Cloud Retainer?
Cloud Retainer? You know this Adeptus? Oh, yes, I remember now. You must be the traveler that people are constantly talking about.
Okay.
With your sterling reputation, you must have a respectable level of erudition. Perhaps you will be able to understand the concepts I have put forward. Although I shouldn't get my hopes up.
After asking Xianwei some
Oh.
questions...
Is it my turn?
Mingbo,
Yes. Please introduce yourself.
catch yourself, boy.
I'm, Mingbo. I
My
work
God.
in the Ministry of Civil Affairs. I've worked there for, 9 years, 5 months, and 3 days. In that time, I've handled, 2,347 cases.
So meek.
I have 12 active cases at the moment.
Good camera
They should be
orientation,
concluded
though.
in,
Whoever's new with true.
16 days?
True. Man.
My current work is related to urban planning, and I'm also responsible for, auditing the accounts. To be more precise, there are 3 parts to the accounts, namely,
Is it just Paimon, or is he not very good at public speaking?
You know what? Let's leave the self-introduction there and move on to some questions.
Okay.
oh, okay, sorry.
Oh. Yella forces her way through the few questions with Ningbo. This
Hello.
one. G.
Not gonna lie, I'm feeling a little nervous.
Oh.
What would you like to know? You're here to assess me, so ask away and I'll answer your questions to the best of my ability.
Your manifesto is very wide in its scope, but you don't seem to be personally involved in many of the specific fields. How can you be sure that you have the ability to put your plan into action?
Pretty blunt. That was blunt.
Very fair question. I completely understand where you're coming from. But I'm confident in my plan. I've visited many different places, talked to lots of people
Hi,
with far
Evie.
more expertise
You
than
look niche,
myself.
thank you.
And my manifesto is the conclusion of these efforts. Of course, 2 different problems can be interconnected in very complicated ways, and you might reach 2 very contradictory conclusions depending on which one you're focusing on. What I've tried to do is strike a balance. In other words, present an optimal solution to all the problems as a whole.
How do you plan to determine whether you are right or wrong about your proposed solution being the optimal one?
A great question. Well, I'd start by having my colleagues and the secretaries of the Yuehai Pavilion evaluate any proposals before implementation. Post-implementation, it would all come down to the results. If it turned out that my judgment was to blame for poor results, I would take responsibility.
Nice answer. All right, next question.
After asking Ziyi a few questions, Yelan sends him on his
Seems like
way.
a great guy. Everything he said was thoughtful and
Aw.
logical, and he was just a pleasure to listen to.
Ah, I agree.
Here's my take on what we just learned. As you saw, Qianwei is highly knowledgeable. He proposes many excellent ideas in his manifesto, which effectively target the big issues. But he is very proud and incredibly stubborn. He doesn't care much about other people's feelings.
Yeah,
Ningguo's plan is more
I gathered.
thorough and more measured. You can tell he's meticulous in his work, very detail-oriented. But he and Qianwei are otherwise polar opposites. Ningguo is not very articulate and comes across as very timid in conversation.
Perfect summary.
Are you still streaming?
More. You're good at this, Yelan.
Last but not least, Zhi.
Bebe.
His manifesto is full of pertinent details, his methodology is sound, and his proposals cover a broad range of fields, which is quite a rare feat. The depth he goes into in each and every area means it can only
Okay,
be a
have
product
fun
of
at your stream.
painstaking work. Plus, he is modest and good at dealing with people. But what really interests me is that many of his views happen to coincide with Uncle Tien's. Having someone like Zhi take the position would certainly put Uncle Tien's mind at rest.
Great.
We'll see. Let's go back and report to Uncle Tien.
Oh no, it's only 9:30 and I'm sleepy. Ano? Anya? Why are you scolding me? Go back to your stream. You're telling Uncle Tian about the assessment process.
I see. Then it's more or less as I anticipated.
Ghosty! Thank you for the raid!
All right, then let me ask this. The ideas in Zhi's manifesto.
Oh.
Wait, I'm trying to put
I
it on.
didn't
auto.
want to
There we go.
say anything
Hi.
when I gave you the list of
I just
candidates
realized you guys are here.
for fear of affecting your job. Those 3 candidates have all studied under me in the past. It's only natural that they share some similarities with me. But Xin Wei went on to focus on his business, and Ming Bo has always been occupied with his work at the Ministry of Civil Affairs. Of all of them, Zhi was with me for the longest duration.
How was your
So
stream?
how did you get to know them all, Uncle Tien?
Gambit!
Chen Wei was referred to me by an old friend. Ming Bo came to my attention in the course of my work, and as for Zhi, that was pure happenstance.
Oh,
We
Final
first
Fantasy.
met while fishing. Gradually, as we got to know each other, we started discussing all sorts of topics. Zhi came from a poor
Thank you for the
family,
I got
and his
you.
parents died
Hi,
when he
Mr.
was very
Ghosty.
young.
You guys
But
back
he was
from
a
work?
gifted student and a fast learner. He reminded me of a younger
Many
version
stickers,
of
much
myself.
art. Are you gonna post them
So,
on Insta?
I started out giving him a few words of
I would love to
advice
see
when
them.
we were out fishing and noticed how quickly he got on.
You're welcome, Caro.
Quite. And now, all of a sudden, He's grown into a mature young man. It's a joy to see, but it also gets one thinking. The young are growing up, and I am growing old.
I
How time
accidentally
flies.
triggered Yelan's story.
No one
quest,
can escape
so I
the
got
cycle
stuck.
of life.
I don't know, Uncle Tien. You still seem in pretty good shape to me. You might have another few years of work left in you,
Excuse
don't you
me.
think?
Oh, you. There's really no need to
I'll
console
probably post the
me.
drawings when I'm
Having
done.
less
It'll
energy
turn
than I
out
used
well
to isn't
anyway.
such a bad thing.
Yeah,
It just
it always turns out
means
well.
I
I like your
finally
art.
have a good reason to
It's good.
retire and spend
It's
my
cute.
days doing what old men like me should be doing. Going fishing whenever I feel like it.
Sounds like you sure love fishing, Uncle Tien.
Ooh, there's nothing quite like fishing to pass the time. Ooh, and freshly caught fish, they make the most beautiful fish soup with barely any preparation required.
That is true though. Fresh fish.
Fish soup. Sounds tasty.
Doesn't it? Also, some time ago, Jury purchased a very special recipe from an old fisherman.
Oh,
When we've been fishing
thank you.
recently,
Your art is wonderful.
Jury
so
always
thank
brings
you.
some extra
I've been
ingredients
working
and
hard
prepared
to
in
make them look
advance.
pleasing.
Oh, the addition of these makes the soup taste even more wonderful. That flavor
I still think they
makes
could be
for
better,
a
but you know.
fond memory. But at my age,
I will improve in time.
who knows how many more chances I have left to taste it again.
Very many chances, I'm sure.
Can Paimon come next time too? Paimon really wants to try it.
Let's get back to the matter at hand. Uncle Tien, we've reported back. Do you have a verdict?
Mm-hmm. I appointed you as the assessment officer, and I trust your judgment.
Oh.
Had you not asked me why Jury's ideas were so similar to mine, I was not going to mention my history with any of them. This decision must be guided by what is fair and right.
Oh, okay. Oh no. Oh no. Please.
Bye-bye, Uncle Tien. Look after yourself.
You follow Yellen outside the tea house.
So, it's gonna be Jerry, right?
Disappointed by
His
the internet.
manifesto was
Have
written
mercy
well,
on my
and
internet.
he's the best speaker.
Easy. Let's not rush. There's no time limit for this assessment.
Huh? So, are you gonna give them more tests or something?
No, nothing like that. The assessment itself is complete. But let me give you a word of advice. Things are not always as they appear. The biggest no-no in intelligence work is to only get information from the person of interest themselves. The truth is almost always hidden beneath many layers of deception.
That is true.
You have to get information through many different channels. For example, Wenyuan, Shanghua.
Yes?
Lady Yelan, what are your orders?
Ugh! Who are they? Where did they come from?
Did they scare you? These two are Wenyuan and Shanghua. They work for me. As my trusted assistants, they are always standing guard nearby. They also perform various assignments as required. Shanghua is a business expert who gets his
be
information by
fair,
trading. Wenyuan relies on word of
So
mouth.
far,
And there's
Yellen's
also
story quest
Upei,
doesn't feel like a
who's
date.
not here right now.
But it feels more like work.
That meathead must have been out there on sea surveillance for some time now. Is he all right? I seem to remember that he can't swim.
Nothing can take that guy down. Certainly not a little wind and waves.
Shanghua, visit all the commerce guilds and look into Qianwei's background.
Pretty.
Wenyuan, go to the Ministry of Civil Affairs and look through Mingbo's work files.
Yes, ma'am.
So what about Jerry?
Zhi, Well, obviously, as the most promising candidate, we will be investigating him ourselves.
Oh.
Let's go to the docks first. Lots of people passing through there. You can find out all kinds of things.
If we're looking for information, why don't we try talking to Bly, the owner of Wanyu Boutique? He does business at the North Wharf. Maybe he has some news for us.
That's actually not a bad idea. Let's go and ask him.
Okay. Okay. I'm disconnected again. Lovely. Oh my god, am I gonna go through the cutscene again? This is my own suffering. I decided to do this. I reached the end and it still didn't register. Pain. Okay, it's just over there. Like my little sis always skipping the cutscenes and then ask me for the summary. I won't do that. Come on now. But I remember I had to do Kay's event quest. And since I've already done the cutscenes like 3 times now, I was just like, okay, let's do this. Let's make it quick. I didn't skip some of the lines from Ito though, because they were fun.
What's Bly doing
And
here
Toma.
today?
Look, your asking price for this batch is just too high. I can't buy in at this price. How am I supposed to turn a profit?
Come on, hear me out. I'm telling you, this is the single best batch of Sunsettias ever. You won't find anyone who disputes that. I accidentally dropped one into a well, and even the water turned sweet.
Sorry, wait. No! Please! Pikachu! Pika-Pee!
Come on, hear me out. I'm telling you, this is the single best batch of Sunsettias ever. You won't find any. I accidentally dropped one into a well, and even the water turned sweet.
Even so.
Pika, Pika.
Alright. I'll let you in on a little secret. The boss of Second Life also wants to buy from me, but I haven't responded yet. If you won't take him, I'll just have to partner with them instead. And neither of us wants that.
Okay, well, when you put it that way, I'll accept your asking price. I'll take all your stock. Don't sell a single one to Second Life.
Pika. Pika-Pee. Pika!
Oh, what are you doing here? And to be clear, these Sunsettias are mine. I got to them first. Don't get any ideas.
Pikachu.
Actually, we want to ask you about a guy called Juri. Have you heard of him before?
Juri? Yes, he's quite well known. I've heard a story about him. They say he was born into poverty. His parents died when he was young, and he was treated cruelly by the local community. One of his neighbors was terribly rude to him all the time, but Juri never retaliated. And when his neighbor went bankrupt, he even helped support the family. He returned cruelty with kindness, injustice with peace.
I'm glad you guys like that,
A
Redeem.
gentleman of talent and character, and how did I not notice him sooner? In fact, maybe
me
I'm
and
not too late.
my wife
If
were
I could
talking
hire
about
him to be
what's
the
a good
brand ambassador
redeem
for
that can,
Wanyo
torture me
Boutique.
for 5 minutes.
Oh, he sounds like a decent man. We can
Buddy,
finally
I
breathe a
assure
sigh
you,
of
we have
relief.
plenty of Sunsettias. True.
Why are you asking about him anyway? You aren't looking for a brand ambassador too, are you?
Baby boy.
Well then, in that case,
I'll
the
start
higher
it
bidder
when
takes
it's like
the...
9:50.
Hmm? Ah,
Why?
that's Jury right over there. Why don't we
I
go and
didn't
talk
do
to
anything
him?
to you today. Pika, Pika.
Where? Where?
It's him, all right.
Pika,
Looks like he's chatting with Lean Long.
Pika.
Come on, let's follow them and listen in. Try not to let him see you. We want this information to be as truthful as possible.
I'll just go and fetch an employment contract. And hey,
Pika.
don't try and cut me out of this. Hey!
Pika.
I understand. Let's walk and talk.
Pika. 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 Pika.
So, you were looking to buy a wineware set? Oh, now I can see that you're a connoisseur, so I won't bother trying to con you.
Pika.
I trust you understand our
Pika.
shop quite well?
Pika. 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 Pika.
The truth is, an old friend of mine who likes to have a drink now and then. He fancies.
What's the hurry? Don't get too close, or he'll see you.
Pika. 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 Please.
Jury seems to get
Okay.
along really well with everyone. Are you satisfied now, Yuan? Seems like everyone thinks Jury's a great guy.
We shouldn't jump to conclusions just yet. Let's go check out the wharf where he usually goes fishing.
Do we have to? Wait, you're not just trying to dig up some dirt on Juyi because you want to be Tianshu yourself, are you?
Maybe I am. Maybe I'm not. But hey, if I do become Tianshu, I'll look out for you guys. You'll be able to try all the finest food for free. How does that sound?
Ooh.
We will? Well, come on! Off to the South Wharf we go!
Such a food-driven emergency food. I stopped lurking from other people's streams because I keep getting disconnected.
The wharf is as busy as ever. I hear the anglers here sometimes sell their fish to the nearby fishmongers.
Honestly, I can't do both. My lappy will
Let's
die.
see what
That's
Uncle
fine.
Soon
You
has
don't
to
have to
say.
support me. You can support me from afar. Spoilers. No, don't look at the spoilers. No!
What was that?
Hi, Risu. Hi, Gun.
It's gone. Can I go take a look?
Thank you for the raid. Shoot the rat, thank you for the follow. Frankie! Gun! Welcome, raiders. Drink.
Welcome.
I shall drink.
Would you like to buy today?
Oh! Shoot the rat, thank you for the sub. Oh, thank you for the stretch. Let's go.
Sorry to interrupt. We're actually members
Thank you.
of the
I appreciate it.
Leadaway Anglers Association, and we just wanted to ask a few questions about someone. We've heard about this young man called Juri,
Alright.
who's supposed to be a fantastic
Pikachu.
fisherman. Just wondering if you happen to have heard of him?
Pika. Pika.
Whoa! You made up a whole fake identity without batting an eyelid.
Ah, yes, Juri. He's been making quite a name for himself recently. I've got some friends who travel all over the place, and they tell me everywhere they go they meet someone who's heard of him. Apparently, he had a rather tough time growing up. Had to work several jobs alongside his studies to make ends meet. How does that saying go? What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Well, if there's anything to that logic, he's sure to be phenomenally successful one day.
Pikachu!
Yeah, we think so too.
But I'm afraid your Anglers Association might be in for a disappointment.
Oh? Why is that?
He's good at a lot of things, but fishing isn't one of them. He fishes at the wharf and sells what he catches to me on occasion. His catches are always mediocre. Not terrible, but equally nothing to write home about. If you're looking to recruit some new members, though, I do know a few top anglers I could put you in touch with.
That sounds fantastic. I've got a couple of other things to attend to right now, though, so why don't I come back some other time and we can chat over a drink?
Sure thing. See you.
Everywhere they go, they meet someone who's heard of him. Come on, let's keep asking around.
Pika. Pika.
Here to buy some fish? It's 300 for one or 3 for 1,000.
Pikachu.
You better hurry. When they're gone, they're gone.
Hello, we're from the Society for Fish Price Research. We'd just like to ask a few questions.
Wow, she switched identity again.
Society for Fish Price Research. I haven't done anything illegal. Stay out of my business.
Pika Pika.
Please, don't worry. We're just here to conduct a simple survey. We've heard about a certain Jur-E who's been selling fresh fish at low prices in this area recently. Do you know anything about this?
So this isn't about me. You should have said something, you know. I know the guy. I can tell you what I know. I haven't heard anything about him selling fresh fish at low prices, but it wouldn't surprise me if it was him.
Oh? Why is that?
Because he's so poor. His parents died when he was very young, and his alcoholic father still owed a huge amount of debt. No one wanted anything to do with him. He was still a kid when he first came to the wharf. His clothes were ragged, and he had a bandage wrapped around his head. And he managed to survive, thanks to Uncle Tien, who gave him some food. But still to this day, he doesn't have a lot of mora to his name. I mean, he can afford to eat and everything, but you'll often see him haggling with others over just a few mora. So, I wouldn't be surprised to find out he's been selling a few fish. It's not like he catches much anyway, so it's not going to affect my business. Don't tell him I said that.
You'd rather he didn't know?
Well, I spoke to him once, briefly, and I just had a feeling that he really cares what other people think of him. I think he has pretty low self-esteem, but hey, it's hardly my place to say anything. What he's achieved already puts most people to shame. And nobody's perfect. I just wouldn't want to upset him. That's all.
I see. Well, thank you for sharing that with us.
Not a problem. And just for the record, there's absolutely nothing wrong with the price of my fish.
The more times you say it, the less convincing it becomes.
Gabi.
Doesn't have a lot of mora to his name. Okay, let's keep going.
Okay.
Love life again.
Hey, it's you guys. Wait, what's the phrase? Oh yeah. Honored to meet you. What brings you to me?
The truth is, we are but newcomers to this territory. We heard tell of a great martial artist, Master Dugu, who knows everything there is to know. Hence, we sought you out to ask for your guidance.
Really? People said I know everything that there is to know?
But of course, we also heard that Master Dugu is a kind and virtuous swordsman who never turns away anyone who comes with questions.
Great! So what do you wish to know? Nothing happens on this street that I don't know about. No, she's lying to a kid.
Pika-pee.
So, Master Dugu, have you heard of one by the name of Jur-E?
Pika.
Sure have. You mean that guy that all the grown-ups are talking about these days? I've heard many tales of Juri. For example, I can't remember. Probably because it's nothing that important. I prefer stories about sword-fighting heroes.
Oh, I can completely understand that. Then let me ask you this. Do you remember roughly when the grown-ups started talking about Jur-E?
Oh yeah, I know that. It was about 2 or 3 months ago. Before that, people always used to talk about Juri in a kind of nasty tone of voice. But 2 or 3 months ago, suddenly everyone started to like him. Sometimes he gives me candies. So I'm glad that people are starting to like him now.
Just as I thought.
Huh? What do you mean?
I mean,
Pika.
just as I thought, Master Dugu
Pika,
is indeed
Pika,
as
Pika-pee.
kind and virtuous as the legends claim.
I'm not that great. Oh yeah, one other thing. These days, there's a lot of people I've never seen before talking about jury stories in the street. They seem like nice people.
Oh, definitely.
Great! So next time I see them, I'll say thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Well then, fare thee well, Master Dugu.
Pika. Pika.
Until we meet
Pikachu.
again.
Any of that sounds strange to you?
Pika, Pika.
Strange? What was strange about it? Juyu seems to have a great reputation. Uncle Soon and Uncle Gas spoke highly of him.
Pika.
And Uncle Shuo seems to like him too.
True, but the issue is, where did his sudden celebrity come from?
Pika-pee.
It almost seems too good to be true.
Sudden? Too good to be true? What do you mean?
So he returns cruelty with kindness and had to work to support his studies. These are the kinds of things that make someone well known in their hometown. But Uncle Soon said even his friends who travel far and wide hear about him wherever they go. That's a little over the top, if you ask me. Do you remember what Dugu Shuo said about Jur-E's stories? Clearly they left him with a good impression of the guy. But beyond that, he wasn't interested in the details. That's the reaction I would expect from any normal person.
Pika.
Plus, there's the fact that all this praise of Jur-E has only been happening within the last 2 or 3 months. His childhood, his studies, the thing with his neighbor, none of these are recent events. So why are these stories only going around now?
When you put it like that, it is kinda strange.
Of course, if that's all there was to it, I wouldn't look into it any further. Jur-E was born into a poor family. Paying people to get his stories out there is within the rules of the game as far as I'm concerned.
Pika.
The problem is, do you remember what Uncle Gao said about him? He's stayed poor his whole life. Everything he's earned is either spent on studying, traveling, or paying off debts. I don't think he has the mora to pay for a publicity campaign.
Pika-pi?
Right. And that changes everything. It can mean a powerful faction is trying to gain influence over the Liu Xixing.
Pika.
That's the worst case scenario. But all too often, the most pessimistic speculation turns out to be closest to the truth.
Pika-pi.
Someone's trying to gain influence over the Qixing? That sounds serious. What should we do?
Pika?
Even if we asked Yuri about it, surely there's no way he'd admit it.
Pika.
First, we need to find out who's supporting him. Don't worry, I've got a plan. Remember the current affairs and planning stage of the assessment? Since the successful candidate is duty-bound to implement their plan after taking office, their manifesto tells us their stance on key issues. Whoever is secretly helping Jur-E must be seeking to benefit from his actions after his appointment. So, we should be able to find some hints in Jur-E's manifesto on who we're dealing with.
Pika.
Come on, let's get back to Yansheng Tea House.
Pika. 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 I'm in the darkness. The darkness, please. There we go.
I'll divide the reports into 2 piles. You take one, I'll take the other. When we're finished, we'll put our heads together. Officially, the assessment is already over, and I'll be expected to announce the results before long. So we have to get to the bottom of this as quickly as we can.
Yikes! We better hurry!
I'm here mining on a server and hearing that torture.
Whatever else Uncle Tian might think of Jur-E, the fact remains that he's one of his favorite students. Any evidence he's
glad
left
you
is
guys
not going
enjoyed
to be
that.
immediately obvious. We'll have to look
I was just trying my
and
best
think
to react
critically.
to the scenes, but I have to remind myself, oh, Pikachu. Okay. I'm not even paying attention
Even though
anymore.
Yelan took half, this is still a lot to get through. Well, we gotta start somewhere.
Am I actually reading this? Due to a variety of factors, sea storms have become stronger in recent years. I suggest that we set up a special patrol units to deal with the sea monsters. Coastal defense. Ooh, you guys do need that in Leeway, though. Though hearing that torture. Added to that, I just lost. Oh no! I'm sorry you lost all your diamonds, bud. Excavation operations in the chasm. Workers Black Cliff Forge. Ah, okay. Covers mining, tunnels, construction, and ruin exploration. Treacherous terrain around. Okay. Sheer mountain peaks are connected only by rope bridges. Oh. Covers plans to build roads and bridges. Well, the problem with that, I remember a certain area where you can get stuck if you try to build anything there. The amber, I mean.
Looks like I'm the first one back, as usual.
Oh, hey! It's one of Yelan's little helpers!
I have my eyes on that 10k redeem. Oh no. Pag naunahan mo talaga si Riso, itataas ko yan.
If you're back, that means you finished investing investigating Chinwei, right?
If you redeem that before Risu, I will increase it again.
You betcha. I visited all the commerce guilds and gathered a wealth of information. Every time they asked me to leave, but I always had another trick up my sleeve.
Don't drag this out. Just tell us your findings.
Yes, Lady Elan.
Prepare to drum. I will I will prepare. What
To
you
summarize
hear?
my
What you hear,
findings,
babe?
most people who've had interactions with Qianwei will start out complaining about how proud and arrogant he is,
Oh no.
but then go on to give a generally positive appraisal of him. The young master of the Feiyun Commerce Guild said that Qianwei appears
only
arrogant,
white
but he's
hears all.
very
Yes, he
scrupulous in
does.
the way he works. Once he signs a contract with somebody, he treats them fairly regardless of their background.
Who'd have thought?
No, stay.
Is it possible that his reputation is fake? Is there any way you can check
Why are
the
you
accounts of the
pouting? I
businesses
draw you
under
all the
his name?
time.
In theory, that should be very difficult, but here's the thing. I asked around and found out that almost all of Qianwei's accounts are open to the public. Where he buys from and sells to should be confidential business information, but he doesn't seem interested in protecting it at all. Qianwei often sees business opportunities that others don't, but once he's made enough mora off of it, it's like he gets sick of it and releases all of his trade secrets. It's like he wants people to know that they still can't beat him, even if he shares all of his secrets. The fact that someone like that can still make mora is pretty infuriating when you think about it.
Sana all.
What a strange guy. It's like he's not doing business to make mora, but instead...
To validate his theories. No wonder his manifesto contains so many insights. It's all the result of his first-hand experimentation.
I'm back! Huh? Ah, how come you're here?
Oh, hi, Chanel. Thank you for the follow. I really need to fix that. But yeah, welcome, welcome. How
Why
are
do
you?
Think? Obviously, because I possess superior skills and am always one step ahead of the competition. Well, when you're the competition, at least.
You... Ugh, whatever. I'm not getting into an argument with you. If I hadn't had something else to take care of on the way, I would have been back long before you.
Don't fight children.
Lady Yelan, I have finished investigating Minghua.
You again, boy. Don't fight
Well,
children.
we're all ears.
The Ministry of Civil Affairs says that Minghua struggles to get his words out when he gets nervous, especially when he's
I didn't know
chatting with
he's streaming.
strangers.
That's fair. I don't have a proper schedule.
But after a few days of getting to know him, you can pretty much have a normal conversation with him. On the whole, the feedback from the Ministry of Civil Affairs was very positive. He always considers the things that everyone else overlooks.
In your opinion, was the Ministry of Civil Affairs' appraisal of Minghua at all exaggerated?
I don't believe so. Minghua is someone who has slowly but surely earned the reputation he has today. According to Miss Yu, the Ministry often gets Minghua to take a final look at projects before they're implemented. People feel much more confident in something if it has his stamp of approval. Oh, and also, there was once someone
Oh,
in
I
the
was about to
ministry who
ask you to do
lying
that.
and
Thank
cheating
you,
to try to
wife.
advance their career. Minghua gave them the scolding of a lifetime. Apparently, he can be terrifying when he loses his temper.
Oh.
I haven't seen it for myself, though.
Whoa, that's hard to imagine.
Like I said before, things are not always as they appear.
Ah, so that's what you meant by that. I'm starting to get it now.
Thank you both. You're free to go now.
Bagal mo magsabi. I mean, I'm in a cutscene. I'm trying to pay attention.
So, have you finished reading the manifesto?
I kind of got lost in the middle because of all of the pikas.
Still have a bit left.
Sorry. speak English, by the way. Chanel is English.
I can't see any immediate problems looking at the individual entries. The only one that strikes me as a little unusual is the Chengshu Pool redevelopment.
Excuses. Love that.
Chengshu Pool has always been home to many secrets. Plus, Ajdaha once wrought havoc there, so there are even more secrets buried deep underground.
You're learning new words.
At some point, a rumor began to go around that there is great treasure buried beneath Chengshu Pool.
If my wife was here, we could
A long time
teach
ago,
you some
with
words.
the
I'm not
approval
very
of the
good with
Qixing,
Tagalog,
the
to be
mining team
honest.
conducted an exploratory excavation there.
Sometimes my friends say certain words and I'm just like nodding, pretending, yeah, I know that word. Ano, I have to get my charger. Ano. Don't die on me, phone. We're not done yet.
So, did they find any treasure?
Just smiling and
None.
waving. Yeah, but that's
The mine was
me.
completely impenetrable. The only way they could have gotten through the solid rock would have been by blowing it open with a special kind of explosive. The technology wasn't mature enough at that time, so the excavation project was shut down and the treasure became a mere legend. Jur-E's manifesto focuses on solving problems.
She's too slow
and
to
this
tell me
treasure
what to
hunt
do.
seems extremely
Yeah.
risky.
Would you believe
It
me
seems out of
if
step with the rest of his plans.
my grades were actually pretty nice, except for Filipino.
Still, this one fact alone doesn't tell us much. Everyone wants to get their hands on this treasure. The treasure hoarders, the Fatui, even local Liyue factions. Did you find anything?
Excavation? Project? Treasure? Did we read anything similar in our half of the manifesto?
The rock chapter.
Yeah! Juri said the Blackcliff Forge would
Oh, Mr. Ghosty! Thank you for the follow.
if any suitable projects come up.
Did he now? Well, that makes
I like
everything
your
much
wife, by the
clearer.
way.
So
She's
Juri
really
was the
nice.
Blackcliff Forge to excavate the treasure of Cheungshu Pool.
My friend Lilac also plays Filipino. She's also Filipino. I feel that.
Blackcliff Forge is Juri's
I didn't
secret
fail
supplier?
Filipino, but I struggled. I definitely did struggle. I also failed English. Oh no.
No.
Hello.
not
How
likely.
are you?
I've looked into the Blackcliff Forge before.
How are
They
you,
aren't
Mr.
involved with
Ghosty?
any powerful factions at present. They do possess some specialized explosives, but it would seem more trouble than it's worth to put so many resources into a risky project like this. Still, since the clues are pointing toward the Blackcliff Forge, we should see where they lead. We may well find...
Yeah, I thought I followed already. That's okay.
Shenhui and Mingbok both turned out to be completely different than what we
It's
thought.
okay.
What about Juri? Is there another side to him too?
There are times where I thought I already followed this person, and then when I see them streaming, I was like, I didn't follow you yet. Oh no. Why, if you say this so Chanel knows how it's said. Maganda ka.
I just need a
Pogi
moment to
ka.
quickly take down some notes.
I can use it also in a sentence if you like. Alex, maganda ka.
Humidity levels are increasing.
Sorry.
Think we can run some tests?
Rizu, kung nanonood ka pa, pogi ka.
This is the Blackcliff Forge.
Puta,
Let's look
bakit
around for
ako?
clues.
Because I love you, besh. But yeah, if you say that to
Sun's
Filipina,
already
they'll
out.
be like, "Oh,
Oh,
no,
okay.
you." Nothing of note happened today. Payday. 3 new recruits joined. Can't believe people are willing to join us at a time like this. One of the newcomers is skilled. He got made the team leader. Alright. Back you,
What's
leash.
this? A
I'm not gonna lie, I'm kinda stupid. That's okay. I think we're all kinda a little stupid at something.
From the back, it looks like a ledger, but it seems they also use it as a site log.
Why am I the example? Because I love you, Bish. The opposite is
We don't know
okay,
who wrote
pangit.
it, but
Yeah, pangit.
It's interesting, don't you think?
I'll use it
These
in
newcomers,
another
Who could
sample.
have sent them?
I don't want to be mean to anybody. Frankie, pangit ka. I'm just gonna say to myself, ang pangit ko.
Do you think they're
That's a
suspicious?
fucking lie. Don't worry about it. We're all kind of stupid sometimes. Yeah, we're all kind of stupid sometimes.
Yes. Look, it says right there, one of them's already been promoted to team leader. At this rate, by the time the Qingshu Pool redevelopment plan is ready to roll, they'll be the technical backbone of the team. That'll give them the chance to take a lot of liberties. They can copy any secret texts or steal any treasure they find underground. Imagine if we didn't suspect anything. By the time Jury
No,
recommends the
no,
Blackcliff Forge
no.
for the excavation project, at most we will
Tanga
need to do a
or
fresh
bobo
background check
means
on the
stupid.
place.
Yeah. I'll also use that in a sentence. Alex, tanga ka. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I love you. Pika! Pika, Pika.
No red flags if all they did was change some key staff. And even if we decided to vet the staff individually, they'd have had more than enough time by then to come up with fake identities.
Pika.
That's the advantage of planning this far in advance. It was a clever move.
Pika.
When you
Pika,
put it like that, it all makes
Pika.
sense. If we
Oh,
hadn't
Pika.
found this out, someone else would have stolen the treasure.
Pika.
Who's really behind all this?
That's a question for the newcomers. But let's start with that worker over there for now.
Pika. 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 Pika.
Jesus, we
Pika.
gotta
Pika.
ask you about the newcomers.
You want them to teach you or something? I gotta say, these newcomers are in tip-top shape. Fast learners, too. They're picking up all the skills unbelievably fast.
Pika.
My only complaint is that they're always going out
Pika.
drinking at night, but they never let us join them.
Pika.
I guess they just need some time to adjust. I'm sure we'll get to know each other over time.
They go out drinking. This area isn't exactly renowned for the nightlife. I'm guessing it's a long trip to the nearest tavern.
You got that right. They tell me they go all the way back to Liyue Harbor to drink at Wan Min Restaurant. It rained after work today, so they actually stuck around at the site for a while. But as soon as the rain stopped, they went out drinking again right away.
Pika.
Hey,
Pika.
you're only young
Pika.
once, right?
Pika.
I say, if they can hack it,
Pika.
let them at it.
Interesting. Let's go talk somewhere else.
Pika. Pika.
Looks like our hunch was on the Mora. These newcomers are very suspicious.
Pika.
Drinking in Liyue Harbor, huh? Some cover story. I'll wager they've been going to intelligence updates. Good thing it rained today.
Pika.
It means they'll
Pika
leave
P.
footprints. I doubt
Pika.
they give themselves away that easily, but
Pika.
let's follow them and try our luck.
Pika. Pika.
They went that way. Hurry, we gotta catch up.
Pika. 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 Pee. Pika.
Huh. These footprints are heading towards Liyue Harbor. Maybe we were wrong about them.
Just as I thought. They didn't go to Liyue Harbor. They went that way.
Pika. Pika Pik. Pika Pi. Pika. Pi. Pika. Pika. Pi. Pika. Pika.
The footprints stop here. But, judging from the direction, I'm guessing their destination was that abandoned house.
Pika. Pika Pi. Pika. 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 Pika Pi. Pika. Pika. Pika Pika Pi. Pika. 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 Fuck you, Alex. That's the first thing I'm gonna say once I can speak again. But yes, Jacob, I would actually do it for bits. The whole Pikachu stream for bits? Yeah, sure. Give me money. I'll torture myself for a whole stream. Why not? Alright. What would the last one be? Am I blind? I feel like I'm blind. Do the ara ara. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Ara ara. Thank you, Konu. How are you? I did it! I did the ara ara! Even nasuka ako. Sorry no. I'm sorry. Oh, here it is. I'm blind. Find fresh fruit piles. It seems like someone recently, but you can't find any more clues. Okay. Give me out the Frankie. Don't listen to the Oni. SMH.
Looks like we were too late.
No, I'm used to him
This has
berating
gotta
me.
be where the newcomers rendezvous
It's
with
fine.
whoever they're working for. But all the evidence has been destroyed. Look at these ashes. Someone was burning documents not long before we arrived.
Could there be anything left? Maybe the wind could have blown the fire out before everything was finished burning.
The odds of that are very slim. It's practically impossible. I've checked.
Oh.
All the paper's been burned.
The
There's only
Pikachu
ash left
version,
now.
you're gonna send it to Cole.
Why don't we wait for them back at the Black Cliff Forge? They've got to go back there sooner or later.
We can't count on that. Clearly they were based here at one point, but it's mysteriously abandoned now. To me, that says that whoever's behind this has moved them somewhere else to throw our investigation.
Blessed.
Darn! Guess this is where
Frankie
our trail runs
cute.
cold.
This
Make no
this
mistake,
tsundere.
The purpose
My
of our trip
goodness.
wasn't to find any solid evidence. We just need to
He
figure
needs
out
your
who's
eyes
behind
checked.
Jur-E. I smelled something peculiar the moment I came in. Those newcomers probably thought they'd be safe as long as they burned the letters. But what they failed to consider is that paper and ink from different regions produce different odors when they're burned.
Really? Paimon can't smell anything. Do you smell anything?
I smell a very gentle fragrance.
There is a certain place with a freezing cold climate where there's nothing but ice as far as the eye can see.
Dragon spine?
Some wealthy people there put floral fragrance in their ink as a way of injecting a little romance into their writing. When that fragrant ink is burned, this is the exact odor that it leaves behind.
Shiznaya.
Exactly. The evidence will soon be blown away by the wind, so it's nothing we can arrest anyone with. But it's all I need. Now I know who we're dealing with. I can plan our next move.
Lady Yelan! Oh, thank goodness I finally found you. I thought I'd never see you again.
Sorry.
Don't be alarmed.
The Pika
This is
Pika
Wu-Pei.
kind of
He's
dried
Wen
out my
Wen and
throat.
Xianghua's colleague. I sent him to look into Jur-Yi's regular contacts. Since Jur-Yi likes fishing, Wu-Pei thought he might know some of the fishermen and sailors, so he took a boat out to sea to ask around. I left him a note at Yanshang Tea House telling him to look for me at Blackcliff Forge
Oh.
when he got back.
Thank you,
If there
Yanli,
were
for the
ambush
drink
waiting for
redeem.
us there, it means we'd have had some backup. So, what did you find out at sea?
Forgive my incompetence.
Wait.
I'm afraid I've come up empty-handed.
After this cutscene,
I
I'll
asked
get a
all
glass
the
of
fishermen
water.
multiple times, but
Because I
none of
just
them had
emptied
any
the
interactions with
glass that I
Jur-Yi
have
before.
on my table.
Then the waves got so choppy I ended up falling overboard.
Give me a second.
Fortunately, someone made... When I got back, I heard that you'd gone to Blackcliff Forge and might need backup, so I went straight there as fast as I could. Didn't even stop to change my clothes.
Well, Uncle Tian said that Jur-Yi once bought a recipe from one of the fishermen. Did you hear anything about that at all?
What? That's news to me. No, that's not possible. It's absolutely not possible. Lady Yelan, I'm telling you, I spoke to every single fisherman out there, and none of them mentioned anything about a recipe.
Interesting. Then I wonder how that even more wonderful fish soup came about.
Fish soup? What fish soup?
I know I
Nothing.
want fish
Our
soup.
priority right now is to find a way to get our hands on some solid evidence.
I technically had
Well,
fish soup
Any suggestions?
this lunch. Send someone to tail them?
Not a bad idea. Wu-Pei, what do you think?
Honestly, I've already tried
Hey,
following
it's
Jur-Yi, but the
Boozy.
guy's too cautious. Never meets with anyone suspicious.
Alex Pano Peso. Thank you.
Okay, so tailing's out.
Please and thank you.
No, we'll still need to tail him. But first, we need to do some groundwork.
Groundwork?
When you've worked in intelligence for a long time, you'll understand that no one can stay on high alert forever. Especially tomorrow
sorry.
morning I'll announce his victory at Yuehai Pavilion. Take a guess what you think he'll do next. Be sure to arrive on time. You won't want to miss the show.
Okay.
What? What I do? Why are you going, 9. 9. Okay, there we go. All right, the water. Give me a second. I'll go get the water. Where am I going? Fly, please. Your resin. What about it? My god. What? What I do? What about the resin? Please enlighten me.
It looks like we're all here. Well then, Time for me to announce the results of the assessment process.
You know it.
I won't drone on about the importance of the Tianshu role.
Sorry.
Suffice to say that Uncle Tian entrusted me with the monumentally important
Why
task
are
of
you like
assessing
this?
the candidates. And now, it falls to me to give him a satisfactory answer.
All of us here know the score. Don't beat around the bush. Just get on with it.
Qianwei has many pioneering ideas, but some of his plans are lacking in detail, and he easily gets into testy exchanges with other people. Mingbo is reliable, but not quite ambitious enough, and because of his personality, he struggles to win people over. In contrast, Zhi is evenly balanced across the board, and enjoys an excellent reputation in Liyue. After much consideration, I have decided...
What?
Oh, congratulations.
Oh,
Thank you.
sorry, I
Honestly, I'm a
misclicked
little
again.
surprised to hear my name being
My
announced.
thumb's a bit itchy.
In my estimation, all three of us are worthy candidates for the Tianshu position. As your competitor, I've become keenly aware of your great talents. Would either of you entertain the possibility of working with me in the future and taking on some of my workload?
I'll have to see. I'm in a bad mood. This is the last thing I want to be thinking about right now.
I don't mind, as long as I can help.
Oh,
Okay, well, that's all from me. Zhi, you'll have some preparation to do. It won't be long before you're informed of your official appointment. I hope you will work hard and make Uncle Tian proud.
I will live up to the Tianshu name. On this, you have my word. I should go. I need to pack my things, and then I think a celebratory meal is in order. Would anyone like to join me?
Count me out. I'm not in the mood for a celebration.
Zhi seems pretty relaxed now. This would be a good time to follow him.
Hey, traveler, tell me something. What exactly does that guy have that I don't?
he's not a
If
dick.
you can't answer that, I'm not accepting this result.
I, also wouldn't mind knowing.
Oh no, if we get stuck here, we won't be able to leave.
Follow him.
Yes, ma'am.
My neck.
We finally got rid of them.
Lady Yelan, Jury has gone towards Feiyun Slope.
Follow him, quickly.
Yelan.
So Zhi really sided with the Fatui? But Uncle Tian thinks so highly of him. Why would he do this?
Difficult to say, but everything should become a lot clearer when we find him.
Okay, I just wanted you to finish your dialogue, ma'am, sirs.
Master finds out.
Ah, okay. You're just right there. I'm sorry. I don't memorize the names. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Lady Yelan. We lost him. He's too good at this. We weren't able to keep following him without being seen.
How the heck did he manage to shake Yelan's subordinates? I guess Zhi didn't let his guard down. Still as vigilant as ever.
No, Upe says he's much more relaxed than usual. Maybe it's just how he's wired. Perceptive enough to sense when he's being watched.
Ooh.
How?
Don't blame yourselves. Let's not forget he was trained by Uncle Tian himself. Evading detection is not an unusual skill for him to have. If I'd asked you to tail Uncle Tian, you'd have ended up at a dead end too. It's fine. So, where did you lose him?
Shinyue Kiosk. He only went in briefly. Upe and I were watching outside the whole time. A few moments later, a man dressed in a completely different outfit came out. Upe had a feeling that it was him, but we couldn't get close enough to check without blowing our cover. I figured that if we spooked him, it would undo what we've accomplished today so far. Another option would
Okay.
have been to arrest
I was
him there
about
and
to
then,
say,
but
why
without
didn't
any
you just
evidence,
follow the
it would have
guy?
been meaningless. So I stopped Upe, and I stayed here to wait for you while that meathead went to ask around in Shinue Kiosk.
Good work. The fish didn't take the bait, but that's okay. As long as he's still swimming around, we'll find a way to catch him eventually. The key is figuring out what he's trying to achieve. Let's go to Shinue Kiosk.
I don't know if this quest is too long or I just keep getting disconnected a lot. I feel like it's the latter.
Senua Kiosk. Place to go for classic UA dishes.
How are the 11 viewers here? How are you guys? Enjoying yourselves? Doing good, but that's good. Did you get to stream today, Konu?
Could you explain to me how that works? A guy like him comes in, changes his whole outfit right under your nose, and you don't even ask him about it?
Our customers are free to dress however they please. What grounds would I have to question him?
Okay, fair enough, but didn't you think it was just a little bit strange?
Well, maybe I did, but it still doesn't give me the right to stop him.
Enough. Let's tone this down a little. I'll make this quick. Just one question. What did he buy while he was here?
Oh, he didn't buy anything. He just picked up a bottle of liquor that he ordered ages ago.
Oh.
A bottle of liquor?
Yes, a very strong kind. Fiery, with a rich flavor. Not something the average customer would order.
No, Risu, she's married. Risu, she's married.
This gentleman ordered it in person from us a long time ago. He was only here today to pick it up.
Liquor and wineware. I see. Let's go.
Where to?
Shigu Antiques.
Does Tatatara shows up in this quest again? I don't know, actually. Wait. You have anything to say? I hope he does. Oh, you haven't played this one yet, Ghosty? Also, how did your friend got locked out of his house? Hello. Hello. Let me leave. Thank you. Bye.
Welcome.
Goodbye. Alright. Doing good. Eto, Koriso pa rin. I love the guy, but I might commit violence if I see his ginger butt again. I mean, yeah, he's had like 3 reruns already. And you know what's funny? Ghosty missed them all. Love you, Ghosty. You bully me, I bully back. This is friendship. I am sensing a type, I think. Oh no. Well, yeah, I like flirts. I like flirts and soft boys.
Sorry to bother you. Jur-E ordered a wanware set from you not long ago, right? We're friends of his. He's been telling us how impressed he is with the quality, considering how affordable it was. So we just had to come and take a look for ourselves.
Sure. Which model are you looking for?
We don't really know a whole lot about
Explains a lot.
Wineware.
Yes,
Let's
yes, it
just
does.
go with Jur-E's choice. Would you be able to show us the one he bought?
Jur-E picked up his set not long ago. As a quality imitation of an antique wineware set, it has the look and feel of a luxury item. Just so you're aware, we don't have many of this model left in stock, and now that Mr. Jur-E has taken one, I'm afraid it may encourage the price to go up a little.
Don't worry, price shouldn't be an issue. I'm sure we can work something out. But I'm just a little hazy on one thing. Did Jur-E's wineware set include wine glasses, or...?
For this set, the wine glasses are sold separately. Minimum purchase is 1 glass, maximum is 4. Mr. Jur-E bought 2.
Okay. Thanks, Lin Long. Seems there's a little more to buying wineware than I first thought. We'll have to mull it over.
Well, don't take too long. We could sell out any day now. All right, see you next time.
We find a quiet place nearby.
This is turning into a real headache.
I'd just like to point out that we have the self-professed Grand Master of Fieldwork here to thank for being wholly incapable of tailing an ordinary civilian without being seen.
It's not like you did any better.
My specialty is information trading, okay? I don't have the physical agility. What's your excuse?
Fair point.
Oh.
Elon, so has the plan failed? Oh, if we can't figure out where Jerry went, there's not much we can do. But why was he buying liquor at Shinue Kiosk anyway? To celebrate?
If so, it's no ordinary celebration.
Excuse me.
What do you mean?
First of all, Jur-E isn't much of a drinker. On some level, he hates alcohol because of what it did to his father.
Oh,
if
I
he was
see.
just looking to celebrate by himself, he wouldn't spend his meager savings on an expensive bottle of alcohol, let alone buy a pair of special wine glasses. No, this is a victory feast, held in honor of Jur-E's private sponsor. Whoever this person is clearly enjoys
I
hard
feel like
liquor
it's
and has
Uncle
a
Tian.
very high status, hence the need for expensive-looking wineware. Now, where might we find Fatui who match that description, I wonder?
Fatui officials. Should be either the Snezhnayan Embassy or the Northland Bank.
Have both locations surrounded. Take as many people as you need.
Lady Yelan, is it time for us to make our move? If so, you can count me in.
Get with the program, would you? This is a covert surveillance operation. Jur-E may be vigilant, but that doesn't mean the same is true for his drinking buddy. In which case, we don't need to change tactics. Just change who we're following.
Great idea! So we just need to find out who Jur-E bought that liquor for and follow them instead!
But Lady Yelan, if we get caught, this could become a major diplomatic incident.
Child, please. I'm
well
begging you.
aware.
Don't show
Don't
up.
you
I might
see?
go crazy if I hear
Jur-E is
Griffin
gambling
burns.
everything on this. If
One
we
more
really wanna
time.
catch him, we're going to have to accept a
Oh,
little
no.
risk ourselves. Stick to your orders, and make sure we're covering all other bases too. Anywhere else Jur-E might be going. I want eyes on those locations.
Yes, ma'am.
Don't worry, Lady Yelan. Jur-E may be a slippery character, but we'll keep a close watch on the movements of all Fatui officials.
I'll be waiting for you at the tea house. If I'm guessing correctly, Fatui officials are likely to take action at night. But you should go and get ready. Then meet me at Yensheng Tea House.
KK. To be fair, if it wasn't for Griffin Burns, I don't think Tartaglia would show up as much. Because fans actually do like Tartaglia. Wait, am I going the right way? Where am I supposed to go? Wait. Wait. Over here. Driven too popular, for real, for real. Another person who advertised the game very well is Koi Dao. I like his voice and I like his energy. So much chaos.
These bombs, so
Koi Dao got that gap from his his character and his actual personality. True. It is great actually. I had fun watching them on their Among Us streams. And then somebody would draw them in
Perfect
their
timing.
characters.
Wen Yuan just sent word that the Fatui ambassador, Yusupov, just left the embassy alone. He's heading in the direction of Qingshu Pool.
Qingshu Pool? That's the place Jerry mentioned in his manifesto.
It looks like that's where they've arranged to meet. Sensible choice, I'll give them that. Qingshu Pool is always crawling with monsters. Most people wouldn't dream of going there. It's one place they won't need to worry about being seen.
Oh no, we gotta go get them!
Let's go. If my hunch is correct, we just might hit the jackpot this time. This is Qingshu Pool. Full of ruins, crawling with monsters. Anyone with any sense steers well clear of this place. I've looked into the place before. There's a worker's entrance somewhere around here. Follow me.
Speed Sprout Dew, Alex, is also allergic to alcohol, by the way. So we usually end up being the ones taking care of everybody else while they're drunk. Now, not so much, because, well, we're old. Nobody gets blackout drunk
There's been some
anymore
work done on
around
this place
our
in the
age. I'm
past.
25, by
It's
the
a
way.
bit of a labyrinth inside. I can't guarantee we'll be safe once we're underground. The workers left an emergency access route. If we can find it, this will be a much easier journey. Still, be ready to fight at any moment. Any resistance needs to be taken out quickly and quietly. But we don't want to attract too much attention.
Okay.
Don't worry, we're all professionals here. By the way, Yelan, where are your three little helpers at?
They have other things to take care of first. We couldn't afford to wait for them, but they'll join us later.
This is a long quest. They made the story quest really long. I wish they did that in Razor's quest, to be honest. You need a hydro. I mean, I could use Tartaglia. Wait. Tartaglia. But I need to switch some of his items because he's not fully built yet. He's just level 90. Hang on, I have to switch you for now. Oh wait, yeah, it's just his weapon that wasn't doing so good. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I know you didn't want to see him, but I needed a hydro. I know. I'm sorry. Sorry, Kono. I'm sorry. Stretch. I cannot avoid Tartaglia. I'm sorry. I don't have another built Hydro. Barbara's not built yet, and Mona is level 20, I think. Yeah, just level 20. I know we get to use Yelan, but there are times where they don't let me use the featured character. He will haunt me to my grave. Yes, Griffith birds will haunt you to your grave.
Come into being.
Hang on, I haven't used you in a while.
Shouldn't let your guard down.
As I expected. But this shouldn't be too much trouble.
Now we wait for that gosh darn cooldown. Look at that cooldown, my gosh. Is there anything else here? Oh, they're both... Oh, I just realized they're both bow characters. Wait, no. Please. Is there anything up here? I can't hop well. I might use this. Just barrels. Okay. Okay. I wanted to see if there was treasure. Is there any breakables here? No. Okay. Shouldn't let your guard. I'm Kono. I'm sorry. Albedo Vator. Elevator Bedo.
You guys see that? That's gotta be the Fatui ambassador here to meet Ji. Looks like he went through that door. That must be the emergency access route, right? Come on, let's hurry.
Hello? Okay. Is there anything down here? Exploring. Give me a second. I'm looking for treasure. Goes up. Okay, what's over here? Oh no, I don't like you. Wait, sure. Give me a sec. And... Wait, okay, okay. Yeah, it's there. Nakapark. Good night. Hello.
Burst forth.
Think you can bully me? Pew! Jumpy, jumpy, go! Yeah.
Wait. Yeah. Aha.
La la la.
treasure.
La la la. What's this? What are you? Come here.
Hmm. Obeda was the second character who came home. At that time, I didn't know about the 50-50 stuff. So apparently, I won the 50-50 with Obeda. I was not aware. I'm sorry. Let me up. Let me up. Let me up. I know I'm short.
The water's gone down. Hey, look! Is that another way through?
Okay. Treasure? No. Just ingredients. Just veggies. Okay. Cabbage. Hmm.
Come into being!
Shaken and stirred.
Busted! Quietly now.
Ooh. She hits hard. I like that. Hmm. Where would the thing be? Am I blind? I can't climb that. Oh no. Yep. Feel like I missed something.
Live!
No.
Come into being!
Shortcut time. Hmm. Oh.
Live!
Wait. Welcome to the stream where Frankie gets stuck again because I feel like I missed something here. Okay, wait. Go down.
This is the construction workers' emergency access route, but it's closed tight. Trying to break through would be risky. Let's see if we can find another way.
Okay. May I interact with anything? No. Oh no, I'm lost. I'm lost or painfully blind. Is there anything down here? Nope. Still nothing. Ah, yes, getting stuck. No, no, no. Nuh-uh. Who's getting stuck? Not me. Maybe, I don't know. Grow out. Ooh, a chest. Can I climb these? Oh, wait. I wasn't close enough. I see. I'm dumb. I'm disconnected. I'm dumb and disconnected. That sounds about right. Well, so far, I think we're on the same boat. I might have to watch your stream. Because I I can't really tell. I got distracted from all of the Pikachu stuff. Anyways.
The truth of this world.
I just want to finish this.
Be.
I think the only time I do get mad at things is when... how do I explain this? Is when people are being inconsiderate. That's it, yeah. Like, for example, you're really tired and then somebody just decides, hey, can you do this even though you are visibly tired? Can't be moved from this side. Alright. Can I move you? I can. Oh, hi. What's fun about Yelan is you can hold her invisible dash thing. Oh, I'm stuck. I got stuck. God dang it.
Quietly now.
Oh no, my attacks aren't registering. That means I'm gonna get disconnected again. Please, please, sir, have mercy. Have mercy, sir, have mercy. No, it did not have mercy. Oh. I just wanna finish this. I'm in pain. I did so many Pikachus. So if you do post your comics, Ghosty, I would love to see them. Just message me on IG when you're gonna post them, okay? I'm really glad that I met you, bud. Thank you for raiding me. If you hadn't raided me, we wouldn't have met.
Gotcha.
Shaken and stirred.
Quietly now. Busted.
It'll be a while before I post anything. Yeah, I mean, that's true. Comics takes the longest to make. Because it's not just a portrait. You do have to like plot it out. It takes a lot of planning to make it. You just don't go just, I want to draw comics. And then, bleh, there you go. 20-page comics. The comic that I want to work on with She's Alive, that one. It takes less time than animation, so we'll be fine. Yeah, that's true. That is true. I must go eat now. Have a good night. Good luck with your internet. Thank you, Ghosty. You have a good night. Eat well. Uh-oh, I'm lagging again. Let's see if I can... Nope, I cannot. Please, sir. Be kind to me. Can I get close enough? I cannot. There we go. Thank you. I appreciate that. Ooh.
The water's flowed into the groove, and now the statues have lit up. Okay, now we should be able to move the statues.
Okay. Oh, we have to go to the right. Alright. Yeah, alright. Okay, I understand. Puzzle. It's puzzle time. It's big brain time. Yeah. Aha! Bitch. Can I push you here? Okay. Easy puzzle.
The door is open. Let's go.
Aye, Paimon. Okay, just making sure if I got the chest.
We should be nearly at the bottom now. Let's wrap this up.
Oh, hi.
Come into being.
Oh, let's get rid of that pesky shield. Yeah, you're not gonna break my shield that easily, but
Here comes the catch. Quietly now.
You can run, but you can't hide. Burst forth. Feel this ancient power.
Shaken and stirred. Think you can bully me?
uh-oh. Oh no. Please. Please.
Gotcha. Busted.
Who's next?
Okay. Wait. Did I miss anything in there? Alright, I think we're almost done. But I don't want to jinx it. There we go. Cutscene time.
I can tell from the aroma that this is very fine liquor indeed. I'm impressed. Come on, bottoms up. After you, of course.
Oh, sorry. That went down the wrong way. I've never drunk anything this strong before. It'll take me some getting used to.
You'll get there. If you want to stay friends with us, you have to drink with us.
Oh no. That's a requirement.
I'll do my best.
You're more of a lightweight than I thought. Already struggling after one glass? I thought you were made of sterner stuff. You certainly kept it together when you were poisoning your teacher's soup. Come on, another round. Less talking, more drinking.
Sure. You didn't leave me much of a choice, though, did you? Just the mention of poisoning sends shivers down my spine. I'm more timid than you realize. Every time I poisoned him, I had to hide away at home for a few days because I was so scared of getting caught.
Oh.
Look, I know it has not been easy for you, my friend. We appreciate all your hard work. But, I have to say, you really are quite a genius at poisoning people.
The heck? Why?
I mean, the poison we brought from Snezhnaya is as strong as this wine, but you found a way to turn it into an imperceptible, slow-acting poison and came up with the idea of delivering it through fish soup. What was it you said? Oh, yeah. You said the soup's fishy flavor neutralizes the pungency of the poison, and this process even makes the soup tastier as a result.
It struck me one day when I was fishing. I'm lucky it did. Otherwise, I'm not sure I would have been able to fool Uncle Tim.
You have performed excellently. The Fatui will continue to provide the support you need to
Why
consolidate your
would you
position
do that to
as
Uncle
Tianchu.
Tan?
Of course, this is as long as you continue to do as we instruct. Aside from Qingshu Pool, we also have some other requests for you, which we will inform you of in due course.
Don't worry. Whatever tasks you have for me, I will perform them diligently.
Did you hear that? It was poison. That's why Uncle Tian hasn't been feeling well recently. It's all Jurye's doing. What a nasty guy. Seize him!
Hold on. Did you bring a camera? If not, you can use mine. This is quite a scene. We have to capture it for posterity.
Okay. Take a picture of Ji drinking with Yusuke.
Excellent liquor. We've, seen no progress on the diplomatic front, and everyone has been eyeing up the treasure of Qingshu Pool. It's been a real headache for me. But soon, everything will be taken care of, and I can report back on a successful mission. Thank you, Juri. I remember when I first saw you. I knew right away that you would make a good partner for us. Hey, do you still remember what I said to you?
How could I forget? You said a lowly commoner like me could never be seen as a serious candidate for the Tianshu, no matter how hard I work. The only way is for you to shine bright in the Tianshu's darkest moment. I think you were absolutely right.
Yes. Under normal circumstances, the gap between you and other people could only ever grow wider over time. Just look at your two competitors. Chen Wei had wealth. Ming Bo had reputation. But you had nothing. You were just another nobody. And that's why I decided to help you. You know, there's an old saying in the Fatui. Give a starving dog a bone, and it'll guard your home for the rest of its life.
Yes. I cannot thank you enough for your generous support.
I feel like there's gonna be an anime
You know,
betrayal
the best thing
here
about
somewhere.
You is that you do as you're told without complaining. Hey, keep up the good work, and I can assure you, you'll never have to worry about Mora again. Heck, when you're not in the company of the Fatui, you'll be able to throw your weight around as much as you want. How about that?
Uncle Gao said that Jur-E has low self-esteem. Seems he was right. He was worried that whatever advantage he might have now will diminish over time, so the Fatui persuaded him that he should act while he can. Do you have any more film in the camera?
Plenty.
Then get ready to use it. Tonight's grand finale should be coming up any minute now. How well this goes for us depends on how Jur-E plays his hand.
Ooh, is there any more alcohol? Go on. Fill me up. I'm in a good mood today, and I'm gonna drink my fill. Make sure to get me home safely afterward.
This man.
There's only a little left. Here, I'll fill your glass. If you like it, I can bring you some more next time.
Whoa, this is the good stuff. It is great. Huh? What the?
Suddenly, the Fatui official seems to be in pain and slowly drops to the ground.
You poisoned my wine? But when?
You seem surprised, Mr. Yusupov.
How could you?
How could I not? I've sacrificed years of my life studying and reflecting to prepare myself for this position. And in the end, I even had to poison my own teacher. You really think I'd put myself through all that just to become your little puppet? I don't want to bow down to anyone ever again. And that includes you.
Oh.
You imbecile. It's the Fatui who got you to where you are. Do you understand? If I disappear with no explanation, the embassy will come after you. They'll get to the bottom of this. Mark my words.
Do you see the haystack in the corner? Underneath it is a pile of explosives. And next door in the dark room are the 3 undercover agents you sent to infiltrate the Black Cliff Forge. I'm gonna stay here till I see you slip into unconsciousness. Then I'm gonna set this on fire. Once the flames burn through the hay, they'll ignite the explosives, the ruins will collapse, and everything will be buried.
What?
The psychopath.
What do you hope to?
I took the liberty of leaving some evidence of your contact with the undercover agents at the Black Cliff Forge. It won't take long for people to join the dots. 2 missing person cases will become one as the truth gradually reveals itself. The Fatui planted undercover agents in the Black Cliff Forge to steal their signature ruin-grade explosives. Their plan was to blow through the solid floor tiles in the dead of night and seize the treasure of Qingshu Pool. But things didn't quite go to plan. Mistakes were made that led to the accidental deaths of the entire crew. Faced with the overwhelming
His
evidence,
voice is
the embassy
like
won't
changing.
investigate this any further. In
Kinda
fact,
creepy.
they'll be only too happy to blame it all on a rogue operation by you. It explains why you acted alone, while exonerating the rest of the embassy of any liability. Of course, none of that will have anything to do with me. When all of this comes to my attention, I'm afraid I'll have no choice but to cancel the Qingshu Pool redevelopment plan immediately. I guess then, I'll be Tianshu in my own right, with a clean record and well out of the Fatui's reach.
Cherry, do you really think you're gonna get away with this? The Fatui has a record of everything. That includes the poison, all interactions between us, even my trip here tonight. After I die, they'll come looking, and they'll get to the bottom of this.
Yes, I am. Thank you for asking.
A record? Oh, you must
Sorry,
mean the
I
one in
get
the hands of
quiet
your
when there's like
second-in-command,
a big
Theophon?
cutscene.
How do you know about that?
Because when you contacted me, I also made contact with your associates. I have Theophon to thank for providing me with the poison I used on you today. He'll help me tie up all the loose ends. After all, your untimely demise comes with a few perks for him. He has been eyeing your position for a long time now.
Oh.
That traitor! Cherry, you...
Shh. Relax. It's over.
This is creepy.
After tonight, everyone gets what they want. And anyone else in the know is either my accomplice or about to be taken out of the picture. Sweet dreams, Mr. Yusupov.
Hello.
I did a little surveying on the way here and found that you'd left yourself 3 escape routes in case things went south. I have them all surrounded. If you're thinking of trying anything, save yourself the effort. The game's up. We were here the whole time and have pictures of everything. They came out pretty nicely. Want to see them?
The game's up? Forgive me, I'm not quite sure what you're referring to, Miss Yelan. I happened to discover a Fatui operation here, so I approached them on the pretext of joining forces and eventually brought them down from within. If it pleases you, Miss Yelan, I'd be only too happy to have you join me in investigating this matter.
This is how you want to play it, huh? Fine. You do you. All we need to do to convict you is establish that the poison in his system is the same as in Uncle Tien's. Nothing else you wanted to add? Let's leave it there then. Time to go.
I like this quest.
One wrong move and it all comes crashing down. I should have been more careful. You followed him here, didn't you? I was so focused on keeping myself out of sight, I forgot he was a potential liability. Let's talk about this, Yelan. I gave you my word that I would live up to the Tianshu name, and that much I can still guarantee.
Your point being?
When I take office, I can guarantee that I will act in your best interests. In fact, all of you here
A
tonight
corrupted
can expect
official
very generous treatment in
still
the
wants
future.
power. Uh-huh.
I don't deny that I used underhanded methods to
Uh-huh.
get here. But given my lowly origins, what other choice did I have?
You still don't get it, do you? Even now. What do you think? Exactly. Jur-E, clever people can always come up with a good excuse. But while you might be able to get other people to believe you, you'll never be able to deceive yourself. There's nothing wrong with wanting to win other people's respect, but when has Uncle Tien ever looked down on you? He was like a teacher and a father to you, but you chose to repay that by poisoning him. Whatever positive goal you may have started out with, you threw it away in that moment.
That's enough.
Of course. What makes this even crueler is that you managed to convince yourself there was no other way. Uncle Tien was always going to give you this opportunity, even if you'd done nothing at all. Out of everyone in the world, he is the one who trusts you the most. So much that he drank your fish soup without doubting you, not for 1 second.
That's enough!
Oh, you gonna cry? Yeah, bitch.
Life is like fishing. It cannot be rushed. Whatever you do, impatience will accomplish nothing. I was just like you once, desperate to prove myself. Only later did I realize things do not always turn out the way you plan, but you have to keep calm to carry on. You're still young. Be patient, believe in yourself, and don't look outside yourself to prove your value. Where's Jury these days? It's been a long time since he last paid me a visit.
Maybe he's just busy.
Well, next time, if he doesn't bring a pot of piping hot fish soup, don't let him in.
Whatever you were thinking about, you'll have plenty of time to mull it over in prison. Oh, I almost forgot. If the Fatui find out what happened today, prison might not turn out to be the safest place for you. Trying to have friends on both sides, it has a way of turning everyone against you.
True.
But right now, I have an opportunity for you.
Huh?
Yalan subordinates take Z.
Sorry,
Jury.
things are about to get extremely busy for me. Let's meet at Yenshang Tea House tomorrow morning. I'll have someone remove the explosives. Then, there's someone I have to go and see.
Need our help with that?
No, it could be dangerous. You should leave this one to the professionals. Don't worry. As long as they're willing to cooperate, this'll be a straightforward deal. Get some rest. See you tomorrow.
Nope. I don't feel bad for him. Is there any chests here? Nope. Just a bunch of hay. Alright, I'm almost done. I think. I don't know. My legs are hurting. I had to restart my phone because it kept disconnecting. Okay, let's go over there first. Let me teleport. Please. Oh, there we go. My god, my net is just not having it today. Uh, hello. How are you? I've been streaming for 3 hours now. I'm almost done. Two loading screens. Oh, that's a bad sign. It's a bad sign. Please. I'm almost done. Forgive me. I know you don't want me to stream, but please. I enjoy it. I actually do enjoy it. Alright, 8 a.m. Hello?
There is now no poison
Oh,
left in his
Baiju.
system. But recovery from the
I was not
damage already
expecting
done
you.
will not happen overnight.
Dr. Baiju, is my father going to be...
You needn't worry too much. Keep taking the prescribed medicine every day, and a full recovery will take at most 2 to 3 years. It's good we caught it in time. A few days later, and the toxin would have built up in the internal organs. At that point, things would have been much more serious.
How did they successfully secure such a seldom-seen poison? It seems the Fatui are extremely resourceful. Unfortunately for them, they were up against us.
Uncle Tian will be heading off now. Remember to get plenty of rest and avoid overexerting yourself while you're recovering.
I seriously thought
worry,
Baiju was
I
gonna be
will.
the first Dendro
Thank you
character.
very much.
But they're sneaking one in, I think. I don't know who. I forgot the name.
Ah, and you're here too? Thank you for all you've done to resolve this situation. And I'll have to make some tea in a moment. You simply have to try it.
Are you feeling any better?
Yes, the exhaustion seems to have gone. My mind is steadily getting clear again.
Luckily, it looks like choosing the Tianshu's successor is suddenly not such a pressing issue after all. My work is mostly wrapped up, so I thought I'd take a minute to check in here. The assessment process comes to an end here, Uncle Tian. In my opinion, Zhi is not suitable for the position, but Qianwei and Mingbo both have potential.
You have my gratitude. People can change their loyalties easily. I've always known this. But whenever it happens, it's still a dismal experience.
Aww.
Is it just Paimon, or is Uncle Tian not that surprised?
Don't underestimate Uncle Tian. He wouldn't have appointed me as assessment officer if he hadn't had his doubts about Zhi. Normally, the Yue High Pavilion would be responsible for assessing the candidates. Isn't that right, Uncle Tian?
I see.
Yes, to be quite honest, I wanted to trust him unreservedly. but I have to be responsible with the position of Tianshu. When I first met Juri, I wondered if he had approached me with a hidden agenda, so I secretly investigated him. I concluded that he had no ulterior motives whatsoever. He just saw me as an ordinary fishing friend. In the end, even he changed. But when did it start?
What if none of this had ever happened?
I never had any plans to recommend him directly, but I always intended to give him a chance to compete on a level playing field. Family background and fame mean everything to many people, but I don't attach great importance to them. I had no reputation to speak of when I first became Tianshu. I relied on Ganyu's assistance for all manner of things. But I
have to admit, he's a smart guy and very cautious.
Yelan's voice is similar to Beido's.
The intel suggests that the Fatui saw him as very low risk, but Jur-E was still extremely careful with the poisoning. He chose that specific liquor from Shinue Kiosk because the fiery flavor would mask the bitterness of the poison, and he chose to wait until the Fatui official was drunk and had his guard down before delivering it to him. He also installed a secret compartment in the wine pot he bought to hold the poison. As the amount of liquor went down, he'd shake the pot to release the poison from the compartment into the liquor. Afterwards, we also found he had an antidote on him. Had the Fatui official grown suspicious, Jur-E would have drunk the poisoned wine himself, and then found an opportunity to take the antidote shortly afterwards.
But that's still really dangerous.
Yes. Had he drunk the poisonous wine, he still would have faced serious health consequences despite taking the antidote. He didn't hesitate to put himself in harm's way to achieve his goal.
How is Juri now?
Well, I mean, he is sitting in a jail cell. Like Yanfei says, everyone who breaks the law has to pay the price.
Yes.
Still, he's cooperating. He didn't turn down my offer.
I wish it was the same here.
I'll make sure
But
that
you
there
know,
are plenty of guards around
not
to
gonna
keep
say
him
anything.
safe from anything the Fatui might be planning.
A deal? Does this have to do with what you said to him when you arrested him?
Yes, Jur-E's not the one I'm interested in. If he was as far as this went, I'd have handed the case off to my subordinates as soon as I realized. But once the Fatui became involved, things got a whole lot more interesting. I thought I might have the chance to catch a big fish.
Well, did you?
Almost. Unfortunately, it slipped off the hook at the last second.
Uncle Tian? Yelan? What are you talking about? Paimon doesn't understand.
Jur-E colluded with the Fatui to try and secure the position of Tianshu. Or, to put it the other way around, the Fatui made an attempt to interfere in the Tianshu selection process. With Yusupov in our hands and a statement from Jur-E, we could afford to continue with a diplomatic offensive. Also, we'd be able to gain control of Theophan, Yusupov's second-in-command. Then we'd have a pawn in the ranks of the Fatui. Pawns like this can be major assets. They open up all sorts of new options. Why else did you think I was investing so much time and effort into this case?
So, okay, well, did your plan succeed?
We got halfway. The first part went off without a hitch, and we passed all the information on to Lady Ningguang. But when we tried to make contact with Theophan, he was gone, along with all the evidence.
The Fatui must be spying on us. Otherwise, they'd never been able to respond so quickly.
I found out from other sources that the Harbinger Regrator got involved. The Fatui's main forces are concentrated here. Regrator was only treating this as a peripheral concern. It's a pity that Theophan got away, but knowing which Harbingers are still looking at Liyue is something. It gives me a starting point for my next mission.
I have to ask, Yelan, do you have any desire to take over the position of Tianshu yourself? I remember you showed some interest a few days ago at Yenshang Tea House. In my estimation, You are more than competent.
Oh, that. I was obviously joking. I prefer my current life. There's danger and there's excitement. Although it'd still be a behind-the-scenes role. As Tianshu, I wouldn't have the chance to get involved in anything truly clandestine or face any real danger. Alright, I'm done here. Time for me to go. I'm heading off again in a few days and I still have to prepare.
Where are you off to this time?
As you might have guessed, it's for me to know and you to find out. But I'm sure if you keep going as you are, getting yourselves involved in other people's business all the time, you're sure to get caught up in another misadventure before too long.
You're not wrong, ma'am.
Maybe I'll see you the next time danger beckons. Until then, keep your wits about you. A lot of people are watching you for a lot of reasons. If you have any more questions, just ask Uncle Tian. After the recent turn of events, I'd say he owes you one, wouldn't you?
Am I done? Am I done? Hello? Am I finite? Oh, there we go.
What would you like to know? Something I've said to Jury, Qinwei, and Mingguo before is that while cunning and scheming are quite crucial, even more important than this, staying true to yourself.
Yes.
Jury and Ambassador Yusupov each saw each other as a means to an end. They thought that if they could just outsmart their opponent, they would emerge the final
You
victor.
talk so slow.
And yet, in the eyes of Yelan and Regrator, they are but pawns in a much bigger game. Scheming is an endless endeavor. If you can't cope with it, you're better off staying out of it. It gives you a much clearer view in any case. Everyone has self-interest, but you cannot let it be your master. So, don't fight over fleeting gains and losses. Rather, focus on the direction. What would you like to know? I first met Yelan when she was very young. Even back then, she was extremely tough, and she kept her cards close to her chest. An old friend of mine once privately commented to me, something of an exaggeration in my view. At least, I know she would never
Wait,
hurt
I'm almost
people
done.
she
I'm almost done, don't worry.
What would you like to know? Regrator is the 9th of the Fatui Harbingers, though however, his wealth is not a mere question of how much more he has to his name. He has a... Beyond that, I don't have a lot of information about...
I'm just reading all of the information.
As Yelan says, now that I'm on the... During this time, I plan to grab... Ah, that reminds me. Chen Wei.
Alright. Okay.